welcome to the next video of my LCP preview series. We're covering Detonation FocusMe, a team coming in to this new region from Japan. One of the best Japanese orgs, if not easily the best Japanese org of all time. The squad in 2022 and 2023 won every split and represented their team internationally. And then in 2024 would be a representative in the PCS, finishing 7th in both splits. But we also have to keep in mind, SoftBank Hawks Gaming from Japan were very competitive in the PCS. So to write off Japan in this region, I feel would be quite foolish. So I have them 4th, based on stats. I think that is the ceiling. So in top lane, we have Ray Farkey, who I've ranked last amongst top laners going into this season. All 8 LCP top laners are, none of them are rookies. So statistically, Ray Farkey is last. 3.1 KDA, 46.4 KP, a 7.7 CS per minute. I mean, the 46 KP is representative of a player that's solo dolo in the side lane. That's one of the lowest kill participations of anybody that we're going over in this series. Negative 1.7 share differential and 1.31 ROI. I mean, solid numbers for a top laner, but the KP is kind of puzzling the way DFM played. Down 115 gold, had good vision control though. Over 3 vision score per ward placed. 17 champions in 81 games. He's 25 years old. Keisante, Jax, Renekton, 57% of his champion pool. So very predictable in his champion pool. Behind him is Momo. The academy team was terrible. So he had a 1 KDA, a 42.5 KP, and a 7.6 CS per minute, but a 1.62 ROI. So very active. You got to give him his credit for that. Very active. Hopefully everything is still working. It looks like it is. The cat's crawling all over hell all over the desk. 8 champions, 57 games. Not a wide champion pool, though. Maybe that's why they were losing so many games and why he kept dying, and it's just messy. Jungler is Guan. Guan joins from T1. He played a couple games for T1 in the LCK. I think owner may had COVID or something and missed a couple games. But, these numbers are not outstanding for a, 106 game sample last year's season. You would have expected better. 3 KDA, 70.8 KP, 5.5 CS per minute. That's pure facilitator. Negative 3.8 share differential indicates that he didn't have to deal all that much damage because he didn't get all that much gold, which is good. I mean, hell, he was pretty efficient in that respect. Just under 1 damage per gold. Down 165 at 15 minutes in challengers. 4.7 vision efficiency is good, though. Clearly showing he knows where to put vision. 19 champions, 106 games, is 21 years old. Viego Maokai Skarner, 46% of his games played. Behind him is Ham. Ham's numbers, like Momo's, are pretty rough. So 1.2 KDA, 60.6 KP in the jungle. So not involved in only a 4.7 CS per minute. Also indicative of a player that's not farming. You're not farming. You're not involved in your team's kills. 1.03 ROI. 7 champions, 57 games. Not a good situation. In mid lane's Arya, the best player on the team. I have him rated as the best mid laner going into this event, into this season, statistically. Been dominant in Japan for years. I feel like at international events he's not out of place. Some people have him towards the bottom half of this thing. I don't. We're comparing players that have never seen the light of day at an event nearly of Arya's stature. I feel like people also look at Arya's LCK days and think about them, and it's like, yeah, well, the player you're probably comparing him to didn't get a sniff of that. So let's think about that when we're comparing players and what our biases about them. 5.7 KDA, 71 KP, 9.3 CS per minute. So clearly fighting around him over 70 KP for the mid laner. Solid KDA. 1.75 vision efficiency, 5.7 share differential. Was the carry on this team. 560 gold ahead on average every game he went even. There's a game he was up 1120. 3.53 vision efficiency is good. 17 champions, 81 games. 24 years old. Azir, Orianna, Tristana, only 38% of his games. So there's a chance he didn't play even any of his 3 most played in a series this past season. Jericho is behind him. Jericho, I mean, I think he had 7 wins in 20 games, which isn't that bad given the nature of things for DFM Academy. 2.2 KDA, a 58.4 KP, and a 7.1 CS per minute, not involved as well. 1.73 vision efficiency, not vision efficiency, ROI. So, he dealt a decent amount of damage, I guess, relative to the gold he could get. 5 champions, 20 games. 80 carry is Milan. Milan did not play any games that were registered statistically last season. He did play in Japan in 2023, but last season, no games. He's 23 years old, so he ranks last amongst 80 carries. And that makes a big question mark going into the season. How good is he? We'll find out. Dent, the only player that I can look at statistically and say, well, he did okay. He had a 2.2 KDA on a team that had guys below 1. 68.2 KP. The team fought around the bot lane if they fought at all. 8.4 CS per minute, 1.56 ROI. 18 champions, 57 games. Hell, he played a lot of different champs. Support is Harp. I have him ranked first going into this season at 24 years old. Or 23 years old. Hot take, but I mean, hell, we've seen him at Worlds. We've seen him in the LCK and in Japan. And maybe that's clouding people's judgments. You know, I think Harp is a solid player. I don't think he's going to light the world on fire, but also how many of these supports are going to light the world on fire in the LCP? We'll see. 3.9 KDA, 73.2 KP, 3 out of every 4 kills. He's very active. Expect him and Guan to go around the rift. More aggressive as a support, negative 4.7 share differential, just under 1 damage per gold. 290 gold ahead at 15 minutes. I mean, that's one thing. This team's going to be ahead at 15 minutes if they can play just as well mechanically as they did last season against a lower level of LCP teams. 1.98 vision efficiency is good. Places vision well. 25 champions in 81 games. That's the kicker here because Rel, Nautilus, Nami, only 33% of his champion pool. Wide champion usage, and I champion that every chance I get. The coach is, behind him is Kurahatu. Kurhatu had a 1.2 KDA, 67.7 KP, but more damage than gold at support. 11 champions, 57 games. The coach is Ares. Ares in the LCK is 28 and 62 on LCK coaching staffs for a 31% win rate. However, 6-1 in the playoffs because he is considered a representative on the coaching staff of DK in 2021. So he did take advantage of that and went 6-1 in that playoff window. 52 and 42 in minor regions in Japan and Brazil for a 55% win rate. And then in the playoffs, 22 and 25 for a 47% win rate. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.